Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about the Sun sextile or trine Pluto in a natal chart. Now, first off, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in a natal chart. They were a little bit concise. Some people may have referred to them as snappy, so what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up, well, if you have the Sun sextile or trine the Moon in a natal chart, the conscious side, which is the Sun, and what you have that strong passion and desire for, which is Pluto, can be in harmony. And if you have, say, your Pluto is in Scorpio as an example, well, those things you have that strong passion and desire for can be psychology or locksmithing, deep research, investigation, forensics, embalming. Um, it could be recycling, and as some examples, transformation in general. And you may be be easily able to see, understand that being conscious of what you have a passion, desire for, can, often lead to, better direction, in your life. And now another thing about these aspects, if you have the Sun sextile or trine Pluto in your natal chart, you may readily shine, so to speak, which is the Sun, in endeavors that are connected with deep research and investigation, which is Pluto. Now, let's say if you have your Pluto in Virgo, that deep research and investigation may be tied in, with more analysis and if you have, say, Pluto in your 12th house, deep research and investigation, maybe tied in with the paranormal, you know, um, maybe it's tied in with the metaphysical, which includes astrology, as some examples, if you have Pluto in your 12th house as an example. Now, another thing about these aspects that could manifest in where the intimate connections, which is Pluto, can be more beneficial to your ego, which is the Sun. And the thing is, let's say if you have, your Pluto in the 4th house as an example, those intimate connections, maybe those you feel very close to home with, where you show, express a lot of emotion with, and sensitivity and nurturing energy, a lot of, that Cancerian-like dedication and devotion as some examples. Now, another thing too, Pluto-related people can be beneficial to you and have a positive impact on your life if you have one of these aspects, if you have the Sun sextile or trine Pluto in the natal chart. And the thing is, Pluto-related people, which can include, wide divergence, kinds of people. It could be, people that, embody, Plutonian-like characteristics, that can be very resourceful, resilient, incisive, empowering, obsessive, transforming as some examples. Or it could be people that are in, a Pluto-related field, where they could be doing something with insurance or taxes or embalming, or the occult, which includes astrology as some examples. And those same people may be compatible, with your basic fundamental character, which is the Sun. If the Sun is in Leo, as an example, that basic fundamental character can be very extroverted, gregarious, magnanimous, generous, even extravagant. One that has a lot of courage and fortitude, dignified. Somebody has a lot of pride in terms of their basic and fundamental character. If the Sun is in the zodiac sign Cancer, as another example, that could be a person that's very dedicated, devoted, tenacious, protective, introverted, can be timid, but very, enamored, with their home life. As some other examples, sensitive and emotional as well. Now, another way these aspects can manifest in a natal chart, it could be where you have the biological father, and dominant males, which is the sun, may be advantageous in matters pertaining to support, which is Pluto. And if you have, say, Pluto in the seventh house as an example, or in Libra, it could be matters that are legal, legal related matters, or relationship situations. If you have, Pluto in the seventh house, you may, those people, the biological father and dominant males may be beneficial to you in terms of giving you the support you need in dealing with open adversaries, and again, could be legal situations. If you're interested in competition as well, because the seventh house is connected with competition, and in terms of your relationships as well, if you have any relationship issues. Now, another thing about these aspects is that the Sun sextile or trine Pluto in a natal chart can be auspicious for having the vitality and the energy, which is the Sun, for transformation and which is Pluto, and Pluto-related activities in general. And you know. If you have, Pluto in the fourth house, it could be a transformation of the home, making a major, could be a renovation, or your home life just in general. It could be moving to another place, transitioning to a new location. It could be, if Pluto is in, say the ninth house, it could be a transformation of philosophies and beliefs. And you may have, first house could be a physical transformation of the physical body, and also too, Pluto related, and also having that vitality and energy, which is the sun, for Pluto related activities, again, which can cover a wide divergence of things, whether it could be doing something with insurance or taxes. It could be working with trash or refuge, transformation, or even something with the occult, which includes astrology, recycling, as some examples. And these aspects too can be propitious for having the power, which is Pluto, to get your basic wants, which is the sun. Going back to the sun in the zodiac sign Cancer as an example, those basic wants could be tied in with home, family related matters, doing things related to one's roots and ancestry. It could be doing something, with home, or interior decoration. Maybe it's some kind of business with laundry or plumbing, as a safety and security, things that can be Cancerian related. And also too, this is also a aspect, these aspects can be favorable just for having control, which is Pluto, in your life in general. If you have your sun, and the life is the sun. Now, let's say you have your sun in Aquarius as an example. It could be a life in which you express a lot of selflessness, altruism, humanitarianism, even innovation. A life in which you may, be, somewhat of a nonconformist as well. And the thing about these aspects too is that it can be very positive and auspicious for creating, which is the sun, in a passionate manner, which is Pluto is about passion, without being overly, fixated or obsessed, or constantly, having to redo, whatever it is, you are creating as a result of expecting some kind of infallibility or perfection, which is Pluto. If the sun is in Libra, say, it might be some work of an artistic, kind of nature. Maybe there's a scale that's being produced. I mean, hey, it's Libra is connected with scales. I'm being somewhat flippant, but that could still, I wouldn't rule that out of the realm of possibility, though remote. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.